Besides the superstars, one of the more pivotal roles in the WWE is the general manager. The on-screen role is responsible for making matches, entertaining fans, and creating hype for some of the biggest pay-per-view matches in the upcoming months. There are multiple people, like former wrestlers and celebs, that would be perfect for the role in the near future. Check out our picks for General Manager, but before you do that, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of our new content. And here's a quiz teaser. The WWE has gone through its fair share of authority figures. Think you know the commissioners from the General Managers? Stay tuned and we'll test your knowledge with the quiz question. See if you know the answers and we'll let you know if you were right at the end of this video. 10 people we want to see as WWE General Managers. Arnold Schwarzenegger. The former Terminator has had a great relationship with the WWE. In 1999, he appeared on an episode of Smackdown and knocked out Triple H. He returned to the WWE in 2013 to induct legendary wrestler Bruno Sammartino into the Hall of Fame. This followed up with his own induction into the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame in 2015. In recent years, he allowed Triple H to use his Terminator gear and appeared in the WWE 2K16 game as both himself and the Terminator character. He is known all around the world, and a stint in the WWE could help make headlines that help both his career and the WWE. As his gig on The Celebrity Apprentice comes to an end, Arnold can start terminating people on Monday Night Raw and use his physical presence to shake things up a bit. He can be intimidating on the mic, use a lot of his classic movie lines, and has a lot of Hollywood friends that could help him out with the gig. He's a great good guy general manager that can intimidate some of the heel rosters like Braun Strowman. It would also be nice to see Arnold get physical in the ring just one more time. The Rock. Even when he's off in Hollywood, it feels like The Rock always has a presence in the WWE. Classic clips are always being used. His catchphrases are still popular with fans, and you never know when he'll show up to do a surprise appearance. The Rock is an extremely busy man, and he likes to keep it that way. Adding in a role of general manager can help boost WWE ratings and keep The Rock even busier than he already was. The best part about hiring The Rock as a general manager is that he doesn't even need to appear live in the arenas. The Rock's charisma is good enough for him to appear via satellite. Sure, if he got the chance, it would be great to see him live, but some pre-recorded messages are more than enough for the great one. As for SmackDown and Raw, The Rock would fit in great with his former home SmackDown. It could have great interaction with superstars like AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, and Rusev, among others. The Rock will always be part of the WWE, and a role as GM is a great way to keep him around for a little bit longer. Sting. A terrible neck injury cut Sting's time in the WWE short. While fans would love for him to grapple with the likes of The Undertaker, everyone could agree to settle for a general manager position instead. Sting could easily take control of Raw or SmackDown. Wrestling fans can remember Sting's time in charge as a member of the TNA roster. With a quick "woo!" and a swing of his baseball bat, the rest of the roster would likely listen to most of his demands. In the role of the GM, it would be interesting to see Sting transform from the paint-faced enigma and back to the clear-faced professional. It could create some fun moments and a great storyline where he actually serves as both general managers. The face-painted Sting could serve on Raw, while the clean-faced one served on SmackDown. He didn't get a lot of time in the WWE, and fans would love to see his legacy continue in a role as the general manager. Any extra time of Sting in the WWE is great time with Sting. Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson appeared in the WWE, you are guaranteed two things: national headlines and some great moments. His first appearance back in 1998 helped usher in the Attitude Era as Tyson joined DX to feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin. The huge build-up to WrestleMania 14 was amazing. In more recent years, Tyson has served as the guest host of WWE Raw, where he once again sided with D-Generation X and delivered a devastating knockout blow to Chris Jericho. Even though the WWE Raw guest host went through a lot of ups and downs, Tyson's was one of the most memorable, and fans would gladly welcome him back to the show. Tyson could start appearing week in and week out as an entertaining general manager that isn't afraid to go toe-to-toe with anyone in the locker room. His unpredictable behavior could lead to some fun moments, crazy match bookings, and plenty of left hooks during Raw. While D-Generation X is no longer around, Tyson could find himself in some great situations with groups like the Wyatt family or wrestlers like Roman Reigns. Santino Marella. A general manager should always be a great source for comedy, and Santino Marella fits that role perfectly. Marella spent years entertaining fans in the ring, from his invisible trumpet to great work on the mic. That comedy gold could still work in the role of GM. Not to mention that Marella wouldn't be the only one making decisions week in and week out. He could also rely on his trusty Cobra to guide him along the way. Through the years, Marella has the sense to adapt his comedy so that he wasn't just a one-joke act. This worked very well, and he'd probably still be wrestling in the WWE today if it wasn't for a neck injury that ended his career. He could easily connect with audiences, and there are endless moments of gags and situations that he could be a great part of. Despite no longer being an active superstar, Marella can really shine as an authority figure. It would be great to see him clash with other authority figures like Stephanie McMahon or Triple H. They would all play off of each other really well and make the endless talking segments something worth watching. Here's a quiz question. See any GMs that you like yet? Well, there's plenty more where that came from. But first, we'll try to stump you with a trivia question. Who was revealed to be the anonymous Raw GM back in 2010 and 2011? Now back to the list. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Even as new superstars like Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Roman Reigns gain popularity in the WWE, no one can match the success and fame of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin's time as an active wrestler may have been brief, but it made a huge impact on the business and is still paying off today. This is the perfect reason to have Austin back for more of a full-time role in the WWE again. He may still be retired from active wrestling, but all Austin needs is a mic to entertain the fans. Stone Cold has played the role of GM before, but fans have never gotten sick of the ATV riding, beer drinking, anti-authoritative man. His character is still just as relevant to WWE fans today. It'd be great to see Austin get teamed up with someone like Stephanie or Shane McMahon. The butting heads and arguments would provide a lot of laughs and some possible new catchphrases. There are many new superstars for him to interact with, and it would be great to see a stunner delivered every couple of weeks or so on either Raw or SmackDown. It would also be nice to see a fan feud develop between Austin and John Cena. Shawn Michaels. It's been way too many years since Shawn Michaels spent some regular time in the WWE ring. The last time he was a full-time performer, Michaels was still at the top of his game. He battled The Undertaker in 2 incredible WrestleMania matches and returned for several WrestleMania appearances. Now, working down at WWE's Performance Center, Michaels obviously still has an itch for the business, and the role of GM would be perfect for him. Michaels has played the role of commissioner before and did a great job doing it. Wearing a cowboy hat and bringing his great mic skills, Michaels is a natural that fans would still respond to. Even if it's only to deliver a couple super kicks, Shawn Michaels would naturally fit into the role of GM. He still has the charisma, timing, and natural ability to lead the audience. The Heartbreak Kid is a great answer to never-ending drama brought on by the Authority. Much like his days in DX, Michaels could bring a lot of comedy to the table and even restart his on-again, off-again feud with the Game, Triple H. Hulk Hogan. There will be a time when Hulk Hogan is welcomed back to the WWE. A few years back, Hogan was essentially banished from the company for some racist and lewd remarks that were made. Hogan has since apologized for those remarks, but he has not appeared on WWE programming in a very long time. When the moment occurs that Hogan is welcomed back into the fold, it's time to give him a weekly role. This would be great for older fans and can help bridge the gap between generations. He may not be as sharp on the mic as he used to be, but he has the ability to play an authoritative role. In TNA, Hogan was put in charge and helped usher in a whole generation of superstars with various storylines. Fans have not forgotten about Hogan, and he would help bring back some older fans that may not have watched WWE in recent years. It would also be interesting to see Hulk Hogan with some of the newer talent like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and his TNA buddy, AJ Styles. Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry Lawler spent years as a great commentator, but is now a little lost after losing his weekly position on both Raw and SmackDown. The best solution? Give the King the position of general manager. His talk show segment is great for random times, but could never work as a weekly thing like the role of a general manager would. Currently, Lawler is being wasted on WWE Network pre-shows and post-shows when his talking skills could be used on television. Lawler could hold a king's court over disputes and return to his heel character to help insult and berate a variety of WWE superstars. His heel character was great in the 1990s and featured in lengthy feuds against superstars like Bret Hart. He's quick, witty, and could easily get a crowd riled up. Lawler's also not afraid to get physical. Whether it's taking a beatdown from Dolph Ziggler or delivering a powerful punch of his own, Lawler can still go one-on-one with the best of them. It's a great way for Lawler to continue his career without going back to the announcer's table. The Undertaker and Kane. Within the next few years, both The Undertaker and Kane will retire from active in-ring competition. The Undertaker already showed signs of this when he lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 33 and left his ring gear in the center of the ring. Kane has spent less time in the ring as he plans to run for mayor and slowly leave a full-time wrestling position in the past. Both WWE legends are still huge draws, and because of this, the WWE will keep them around for as long as possible. The best way to do this? Make them both a GM of a brand. The brotherly rivalry could be renewed as Kane controls Raw and Undertaker thrives on SmackDown. The Dark Forces would make interesting general managers. We could see more Inferno matches, the return of the casket match, and both brothers display a great toughness on the mic. Eventually, they could battle in a team match at the Survivor Series. Even if they both don't sign up for the gig, just one of them would do nicely. They could continue their legacy and add some great moments to both Raw and SmackDown. The Undertaker may have to shorten his entrance a little bit to help keep the show moving along, though. Time to answer that quiz. Thanks for watching. Here's the answer to our quiz question from earlier. It was former WWE superstar Hornswoggle that was revealed to be the anonymous general manager of Raw. This reveal came in 2012, months after the storyline had ended. Well, there you have it. What GM would you want to see the most? Is there anyone that we missed? Who is the greatest GM of all time? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to The Sportster on YouTube.